Now, I know the first thing you do when you open up this video is you're going to think I'm going to sit here and talk about all the reasons why we're going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's not the case. I'm not saying we're going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers haven't had a losing season since about 2007, since Tomlin took over as coach. They are a phenomenal organization. They're going to be a huge challenge. The real point of the video is to talk about the fact that we shouldn't write off that game like some experts are as a game that the Jets can't win. And there's a lot of games like that we could talk about, but I wanted to hone in on the Pittsburgh Steelers. A lot of people will say, TJ Watt, TJ Watt, TJ Watt. Look, TJ Watt averages under 2 sacks a game, right? Because if he got 2 sacks a game, he'd have 34 sacks and he'd be epic. It would be the most ridiculous thing ever. He averages probably about, let's see, 1.3, 1.2 sacks a game. So let's say our offensive line does a decent job. Let's say we're healthy. We're playing them early in the year, and he gets his 1 sack, and he causes some disruption. Here's how we can beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. First of all, our offensive scheme is built on the run, overpowering their defensive line and pounding the ball, running the ball. If our offensive line is healthy, we have the quality players to do that. We have the quality offensive line and quality running backs that are coming in healthy now, beginning of the year. Knock on wood, if they stay healthy, we can run the ball very effectively. If we're running the ball very effectively, keeping Pittsburgh's offense off the field, the key is not falling behind. If we don't fall behind and we're not put in a position where we have to drop back and pass, and Zach Wilson has to go and drop back to pass 35 to 40 times, it's harder for TJ Watt to make an impact. So that's the key thing. If you want to neutralize a great edge, control the ball on the line of scrimmage, pound and run the ball, and create play action passes and the type of passing plays that are quick, fast, good matchups where Zach can get rid of the ball quickly. Now, on the other side of the ball, if we're able to run the ball and control the line of scrimmage, our defense, who last year had many good games where they held together, but broke down because we weren't able to control the ball and we kept our defense on the field too long. Now we come up with a defense that's tremendously improved. Carl Lawson for one, JJ, Whitehead at safety, Sauce Gardner with Reed, 2 cornerbacks, that's becoming one of our deepest rooms. We are coming in a much improved team, a much improved defense. Remember, we lost 4 or 5 safeties. We were 6 and 7 deep in safeties. So LaMarcus Joyner is a little bit of a question mark, but Whitehead, LaMarcus Joyner, Ashton Davis is the third, for example. Just in, maybe it's Pinnock, who knows? It's still a much better situation than we were in. Especially, I know Pinnock's sample was very small, but he played very well. So that's still going to be something we have to track and follow. Is Jason Pinnock going to be an effective safety for us? The fact that they didn't really make a big splash in the draft or make any other moves shows that they might trust Jason Pinnock as a future safety on this team. Plus, there's a lot of different alignments, and we have a lot of guys in the secondary with a lot of talent that we can shift and rotate around. Again, Pittsburgh's a really good team, a great organization. There's no denying that. But we shouldn't think there's no way to win. There is a path to victory against this team. Let's remember that Pittsburgh does not have Big Ben anymore. So who do they have? Will it be Trubinsky starting at that time? Will he hold his job? Will it be their new young rookie quarterback? See, we don't know who that's going to be, but they don't know maybe who that's going to be. They're going to be working that out. They have new people, new system, having to learn it. The potential for all the things, obstacles and hurdles we had to go over last year when you have a young quarterback. Now, if we can pressure Trubinsky, if Trubinsky's the guy, we know that he can be rattled. We also know that he can be very good if we don't pressure him. So is it going to be easy? No, but we need for things like Carl Lawson, Johnson, Q Williams, JFM, Huff, all the different players we have, we need them to step up and be able to pressure the quarterback. We also need to stop the run, something that we struggled with last year. Now, we didn't struggle every game. We did okay against Tennessee and against Henry. So we are capable of stopping the run. The key is not being on the field for 40 minutes. Pittsburgh's offensive line is not Tennessee's offensive line, although they're improving. So to me, we should not be dashing off losses and putting L's on these games. As fans, we should be excited. We should be excited about the matchup against the Ravens, the matchup against Pittsburgh, going into Green Bay, playing Cincinnati again. I know it's going to be tough, but it's going to be a great test of where we are. And if we could scrape off a few wins, if we can get 5 wins, 4 or 5 wins by the bye week, then you look at the end part of our schedule, that could work out very well for us. And even though we might finish with 7, 8 wins, it could at least lead to a December where we're not talking about the draft. And remember, as much as we would love to make the playoffs this year and love to compete right away, the most important thing is that we're competitive, that we take that step forward and we show that this plan is going in the right direction. We could beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's possible. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Please, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. If you don't, then thanks for coming by and watching this video. And please like the video as well if you truly like the video. I appreciate that. Take care and have an amazing Sunday.